Hearing something strange, ladies and gentlemen. The Milwaukee Bucks are interested in Dejounte Murray. Yes, it is coming from Chris Haynes of Bleacher Reports that Dejounte Murray is drawing trade interest from the Milwaukee Bucks, who we assume want to pair him up with Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, my thoughts is, okay, how are they going to do this deal? How will it get done? It's like $20 million. The Bucks would have to trade for him. I'm thinking Bobby Portis, Marjon Beauchamp are the beginning of that deal at the very least. Now, the way for that deal to go down, I think realistically, is if the Bucks were to go out and get, what would that trade look like? Because the way I'm thinking about it is, okay, $20 million for him, and the Bucks have to match that to a T, okay? To a T. It's not like they have trade exceptions or anything they can do that. So when you look at that, Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo aren't going to get moved. I know the Hawks are probably going to scoff at the idea of Chris Middleton. So my assumption is Bobby Portis, Pat Connaughton, and Marjon Beauchamp and several picks or whatever picks, because I don't even know what picks they have for for Dejounte Murray. If it's not Pat Connaughton, is it going to be that's the only other person they have, like, young players to trade. Chris Livingston, Andre Jackson make collectively $2.2 million, 1.9 from AJ Green brings that up to like $3.2 million. Throw on Marjon Beauchamp's 2.6. That's about $5.8 million. And you put that with Bobby Portis, that brings you to about $17.5 million. And that's just Bobby Portis and all the young guys. And you would need to, at that point, add like Jay Crowder or somebody in the deal to get it done. But Atlanta, you need to send $18 million. So honestly, a deal of probably Bobby Portis and every single young dude on this roster could be a feasible Dejounte Murray deal. And we talked about earlier that there was a trade talk with the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and 2029 first-round pick, with Russell being flipped to a third team for draft capital heading to the Hawks. Now, we wonder if Chris Middleton or Bobby Portis are being discussed in a three-team trade in a similar fashion that will allow the Bucks to send an asset to the Hawks. Because at the end of the day, you know who's going to get Dejounte Murray? The team that can give the Hawks as many picks back that they gave up. That's what I'm going to be quite honest, guys. If there were to be a situation like that, I think this is what it would be. Is I think personally that it's more likely, in my opinion, for Dejounte to end up in LA than it is, I think, Milwaukee. But I think anything's up in the air, and whatever can happen might happen. I think we are in a situation that is very, very, very fluid. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What are you guys expecting from the Milwaukee Bucks? Could you guys expect a guy like Dejounte Murray to end up on the Bucks, or do you guys think he's just not going to be somebody worth any interest? I don't know. I definitely think it's interesting because these are definitely teams that I don't think they have a lot to lose, but I think they're definitely interested in making sure that they can maximize Giannis's window. So I do find that probably one of the more interesting parts about all this. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. If you're a fan of the Bucks or the Hawks, Lakers, what do you see a Dejounte Murray trade, keep involving? and why. Yeah, like, I think it is very feasible for this to happen. I think a lot of the stuff that would need to go down is just figuring out how to maximize the players who could be traded's value. I think that's the biggest thing for me is you want to think that they're trying to maximize like the young dudes that they drafted, Chris Livingston and all those guys' value. So that's where I sit here. I'm like, I wonder if that's why they drafted those guys, because they're like, oh, we'll develop them and then they'll become like decent trade chips, which I mean, they weren't wrong. Could they be decent trade chips? A couple of those guys could be. I think a couple of people would be interested in those said players. Now, do I think it depends on what it's going to cost and all that? Yeah, I think there are some factors on how much it'll cost and why. But yeah, no, I'm all for it. What are your guys' thoughts when you guys see this situation with now the Bucks going in? I just think the Bucks are going to have to find the picks, and I think where Dejounte Murray lands is going to depend on who can give them the most assets. As I think that's what the Hawks are trying to recover is the assets that they gave up to get Dejounte Murray. And I think that's the one thing that they do regret is how much they paid to get him, which, I mean, is part of the reason why Travis Schleck got fired. He said he didn't want to do that deal, and they forced him to do that deal. And in a weird way, I guess he was right, which is kind of funny to think in a way. Now, I'm looking for this smoke shop, and where is it? It's like nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. I wonder. I'm like, literally nowhere to see. I can't find this smoke shop. But yeah, that's it, guys. Let me hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. That'll be the video. Well, I didn't realize we were a minute away from being completely done, so you guys are going to get this full minute. Okay, where's the smoke shop? Oh, I got to drive down the street. I'm still not there. We're how many plazas over? We're a couple plazas over. Wow. Wasn't even close. But yeah, I definitely think everything's interesting to see how it'll play out, because, I mean, the Lakers or Bucks both, one of them could get really, really benefit from a deal like this. So I'm definitely curious to hear your guys' opinions in the comment section. What do you guys expect from this and why? But yeah, that's it from me. I hope you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, that's going to be, oh, fucking Christ. Phone's glitching. I hate that. I hate when my phone glitches. People don't understand. One of probably my biggest pet peeve is phone glitching, because it's a brand new phone. So yeah, bye.